Hey guys, and welcome back to Pharaoh and Cleopatra. In today's episode, we are going to choose our next level and just kind of look through the logistics of what's going to happen. It's going to be kind of short, but I figure we can go ahead and pick it, since I do have time to put up one quick little video. I'm just going to go ahead and click on each, let it run through and read what it has to say, and then we're going to go ahead and choose it. I'm going to do the one either that I remember, the one that seems the more difficult of the two, so that when we come back and encore it, it'll be a little bit quicker process going through. We won't leave the more difficult one. And the one that'll probably be more interesting to Let's Play. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Age of Pyramids, South Dashur, a new kind of pyramid.
Our new Pharaoh, Snofru, is determined that this, the fourth dynasty, be remembered as the greatest ever to rule Egypt. His architects have contrived a tomb even more spectacular than the stepped pyramid of Huni, and Pharaoh wishes you to oversee its construction. You will need to establish a fair-sized settlement south of Dashur, the site for Pharaoh's bent pyramid. Once in place, this city will provide the workforce necessary to complete this ambitious project. The bent pyramid is to be constructed of a plain stone core and faced with fine white limestone, that it may forever shine under the desert sun. You will find sufficient quantities of limestone at Dashur, but you'll need to import the necessary amount of plain stone for this undertaking. Pharaoh wishes that our borders be pushed even further south, and to this end he has dispatched military forces to invade Nubia and to establish a fortified city at Buhen beside the second cataract of the Nile. To the north, Egypt has opened relations with Enkomi on the island of Cyprus. This land is named for its abundant reserves of copper ore, which are now a major import. Precious gemstones may be obtained from a recently established Egyptian outpost at Serabit Kadim in the land of Sinai. Lately, the supply has become erratic, however, due to unrelenting Bedouin and Canaanite attacks against the settlement, and we are uncertain how much longer the Egyptian forces stationed there can withstand them.
Alrighty, so in this one, it looks pretty simple goals. Basic population, basic prosperity, and basic kingdom rating are all low. This population will get through over time. Mine rating is 21. That's not nearly as difficult as the last one. So it looks like we're going to build some new sort of bent pyramid, it seems like. So that should be kind of interesting to look at. So this one doesn't look like it's going to be too much other than building the pyramid and just having to get a good trading system up and a good economy to where it can be prosperous enough to import a lot of things. Because we were lucky on the last one, we had so much to export. It seems like this time we're going to have to kind of import a little bit more, so I have to find a way to make our town prosperous while completing the wonderful bent pyramid with limestone and such. Our second option is Buhin, Taming the Nubians. Let's take a look.
Our new Pharaoh Snofru is determined that this, the fourth dynasty, be remembered as the greatest ever to rule Egypt. Pharaoh wishes that our borders be pushed even further south. He has therefore decreed that we invade Nubia and establish a fortified city at Buhen beside the second cataract of the Nile. There you must also erect a granite obelisk to serve as a beacon that this area forever belongs to Egypt and to Pharaoh. There is no granite to be found so far south, however, so you will need to import it from Abu. At Buhen, you will encounter fierce and seasoned Nubian warriors who will fight to the death to prevent us from establishing a foothold so far south. Do not despair, for after vigorous training at a military academy, your fighting men may emerge as seasoned veterans themselves. What's more, our military engineers have perfected the design of several defensive structures, such as fortified towers, walls, and gatehouses. These will prove invaluable in withstanding the onslaught of the Nubian army. Transport ships may also be employed to aid in moving your army around by water when necessary. To the north, we have opened relations with Enkomi on the island of Cyprus. This land is named for its abundant reserves of copper ore which we are now able to purchase from them. However, thanks to a recently established Egyptian mining community at Serabet Kadim in the land of Sinai, we are able to supply our governors with copper at a much more affordable price. Supplies from Serabet Kadim are often erratic due to unrelenting Bedouin and Canaanite attacks against the settlement, and we are uncertain how much longer the Egyptian forces stationed there can hold out. Pharaoh's burial place, a unique and spectacular monument, is currently under construction at Dashur. From time to time, Pharaoh may request that you contribute some limestone to aid in the completion of this project.
Alright, so once again we have the two sides. We have the one actually building something and being in Egyptian territory, and then setting up the new settlement outside in another country. This one, as you can see, it does add now a culture rating. Prosperity still 25. Monument is really low. I'm probably just going to be building like one small pyramid or something like that. Population's only down. It's another 500 shorter. And kingdom rating is higher though, so we will have to aid Dasher that we are building up farther north. Now this one is, I've never played this one. I played the other one before, but I've never played this one where you have the towers and walls and gatehouses of military stuff. So that's going to be kind of interesting. This one was probably the more the other one's probably going to take longer, but this one's probably going to be a little bit more challenging because of fighting the army. I've never used the towers, walls, and gatehouses, so do I want to do that, or do we want to build the pyramid, the bent pyramid? I could let you guys vote during the week that I'm gone, so when I come back I can do a really long episode of us starting out. I'll go ahead and do that because I'm fine with doing either one. And since I'm doing that on Tornado Survival, might as well do it on this. So you guys have just seen the two introductions of the two levels. We have Buhin, Taming the Nubians, which is us creating a new settlement and new enemy territory where we're going to introduce new sorts of army. It's going to be really focused around having a significant army, but also collecting some resources to send back. So we're going to have to really work on building up the military and get to use some new aspects like towers and walls. Or you have South Dashur, where we're going to build a new bent pyramid and work on building up just a prosperous town and bringing imports in from down south to construct this new pyramid. So would you guys rather see just the more building aspect and working on a whole new pyramid, getting to use some new resources? Or would you guys like to do something different and introduce some new things into the game with the military? Because we haven't had too much military. It's been very basic fighting. So which one would you guys like to see? Go ahead and give in the comments. You have 1 week to do this. Next weekend I'll be back in town. I get a week off from work, so I'll be able to put up a good couple episodes, and it's summer once, like I've said before, so I'll be able to put up a good bunch of episodes. That was really bad grammar. I get to put up more episodes than normal, so I'll have time to really record something that's worthwhile. So once again, Buhin, Taming the Nubians. Would you like to go towards the military route and use new aspects of military, or would you like to do something a little bit more simpler, where we will construct the bent pyramid? So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are going to enjoy picking this time. I figured I'd do it because I'm fine with either one. They both have the pros and cons, so go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Once again, South Dashur and Buhin, and I will talk to you guys later. See you next week.